Hey everyone, welcome back to the Cole Gray Show. Pretty much something else started bothering me recently, and I thought, why not go back on ChatRoulette and see what people think? And just like last time, I'm going to edit it so it goes person to person to skip all the dead air. But I hope it speaks to you, and I hope you can get something out of this. And here we go. Hey, have you seen Castaway with Tom Hanks?
Huh?
Have you seen the movie Castaway with Tom Hanks? You know where he's stuck on the island? Wilson, I'm sorry.
Uh, yes.
You know, at the end of the movie, when he comes back and his girlfriend is now married and she has a kid, and she decides to stay with her husband instead of go back with Tom Hanks. Do,
Mm-hmm.
do you think she made the right decision?
Mm.
I mean, she said "I love you" forever, and the only thing that's been keeping him alive on the island is the memory of her tits, and now he's back and she doesn't care. I mean, I shouldn't. I'll take that back. She does say "I love you" still, but I gotta go with this guy, right? Because a lot of people think like, oh no, she made the right choice. She had a kid, and for me, it's like, well, I don't give a shit. Like I don't care if she had 6 kids and 2 dogs. Like she said, "I love you" forever, and that should mean something nowadays. I'm sick of this like hookup culture where it girls just bing bang boom. They just every Tom, Dick, and Harry they see. You know what I'm saying?
Yes. Yeah.
So do you agree with her decision or? You seem like a very like you've had many sexual partners, so possibly you could have.
I I wish.
Oh, you haven't?
No. No.
How many,
Mm,
give or take?
a couple.
Like 5? No. 2? No. 1?
Yeah.
Dude, what? You're like a sexual dynamo, dude. What's going on? Why?
Thanks. Thanks.
What happened?
I don't know.
Micro penis? No, I'm joking. But what is? Are you like awkward with girls or? Hey, have you seen the movie Castaway with Tom Hanks? You know where he's stuck on an island with with Wilson. Hey, have you seen the movie Castaway with Tom Hanks? You know where he's stuck on the island?
No, but I seen Tom Hanks with the dude who say, "I am the captain now."
Oh yeah, Captain Phillips.
Yeah, Captain Phillips. I seen this movie.
Do you like that movie?
Motherfucker, I come from that country.
So, do you like it? Do,
No,
no.
because America is winning the fucking movie. That's not how it goes in the reality.
Well, can I actually tell you that this other Tom Hanks movie is actually pretty good, but it has a really weird ending, and I'm wondering if can I explain to you the movie and you can give me your opinion on it. I know you hate Tom Hanks, but
No, what the fuck are you talking about? I really do. What the fuck? I really don't like Tom Hanks. Tom Hanks is a fucking good actor.
but you hate the movie Captain Phillips.
No, I hate the fucking script, but I don't hate Tom Hanks of it.
Okay, well, can I describe this movie to you? Because
Yes,
you seem like a smart guy, and I want to get your opinion.
but what is the name of the movie? Have I seen it?
The movie,
That's
the movie is called Castaway, and he's on an island with a volleyball. Remember?
oh shit! That I have seen that fucking movie.
Yeah,
I have seen
yeah, I
it.
knew it. I knew you've seen it. I knew you've seen it. It's not Captain Phillips. It's not. I'm sorry that Captain Phillips is always on your mind when
No,
you hear
no, no,
Tom
no.
Hanks.
Yo. I like. Do you know when he played this retarded guy?
Oh yeah, Forrest
When he
Gump.
was young.
Forrest Gump. Oh dang, we are just about to start talking about Forrest Gump. Hi, have you seen the movie Castaway with Tom Hanks?
I don't speak English.
Spanish.
Yes.
Uh, ¿Cómo se dice Tom Hanks?
¿Cómo?
Tom Hanks, movie, actor.
Película?
Sí. Um. Uh. Um. Linda, K. Lindo.
Thanks.
Um. Um. Oh Dios mío.
Yeah.
Sí. Um. Me gusta tetas. Hey, have you seen the movie Castaway? Hey, have you seen the movie Castaway with Tom Hanks?
No.
Do you mind if I describe it to you real quick? Because it has a really controversial ending, and I'd like to get your opinion on it because nobody agrees with me, and it's kind of irritating me, no offense. So in the film, Tom Hanks gets stuck on an island for 4 years, and the only thing that's keeping him alive...
Fucking A.
No. Hey, what's up, buddy?
Hey, you.
Have you seen the movie Castaway with Tom Hanks?
I have.
Yeah, you kind of look like you're him in the movie right now. But do you remember this? Remember when he comes back after being on the island for 4 years, and his wife decides to stay with her husband instead of going back with Tom? Do you think she made the right choice? I mean,
It's a tough decision.
I feel like what's tough about "I love you forever"? She said "I love you forever," and this poor guy, has been stuck on an island for 4 years, just fighting to see her tits again, and now he's back, and you know what I mean?
I feel that. I don't know. That's a tough decision. How could you? But she just married this other dude. How is she gonna be like, "Fuck you"? I'm going with my.
Oh no. Well, hey, let's pretend I'm the other guy. I would say, holy fucking shit. That is the most beautiful love story I have ever seen. This guy just survived on an island. Like, I just met her at Kinko's. You know, like, please, by all means, go back with your husband. I totally understand. We'll split custody of the child. Let's stay friends, you know. But I think that you should be with him because that's freaking beautiful. Like, who am I to stop that? And actually, wouldn't even want to be with her if she decided to stay with me.
Yeah, I think I do. I honestly feel like I'd be like, well,
what if I get stuck on an island? You know?
I feel like, well, I mean, shit. Like, you could have sex with him if you want. Like, go ahead, do what you want. Like, I don't know.
You would let someone fuck your wife?
If they were stuck on an island and they were together, yeah.
But wouldn't you just prefer that he stays with her and not, like, fucks her and then comes back to you every now and then?
I don't know. Fuck.
I mean, yeah.
I wouldn't know.
You kind of threw a curveball there, man. That's an odd thing for you to say.
I don't know.
Hey, have you seen Castaway with Tom Hanks? The movie?
Yeah.
You know the ending of the movie where, you know, when he comes back after 4 years of being on the island? And his wife decides to stay with her current husband and her child over going back with Tom Hanks. Do you agree with that decision? I mean, what the fuck?
I think it's complicated.
What's complicated about I love you?
I think it's complicated because she has up until that moment, until he walks through the door, he's dead. She grieved, she processed, and she married somebody and had children and grew a family with another man. And so Tom Hanks.
I mean, okay, that kind of seems like she had it easy, you know, because Tom Hanks' version was, I got stuck on a goddamn island, and the only thing keeping me alive is the memory of my girlfriend's tits, and now I come back and, you know, she's not...
Well, what else was she going to do?
Oh, no, I have no problem. I have no problem with her getting with another guy and having a child, but now he's back, and you made
But now he's back, but she's and him are different people than they were before all that went down.
Right, but she said, I love you, I love you forever. That's what she said before he got on the plane. And
I don't know, man. I think that gets complicated. There's kids involved.
She could see them on the weekend. They could get joint custody.
maybe she just straight up isn't attracted to him anymore, and
She says at the end of the movie, "I love you," but you know, she does say, "I love you still. I'll always love you. I'll always love you, but I'm gonna go suck this guy's dick." And it's kind of like, oh, you know, like, fuck you, bitch. I mean, am I wrong or?
I think it's just more complex than we truly know.
Well, I guess I'm just trying to put myself in Tom Hanks' shoes, and God forbid I get stuck on an island for 4 years, you know, and the only thing that's giving me the will to stay alive is my girlfriend's tits, you know, seeing them again, and now I come back, and she doesn't even care about me anymore. That it really breaks my heart. I think it's the wrong message to send little girls watching that movie. Like, hey, if your husband is, you know, comes back after being dead, fuck him, you know, like, just go and be a whore, basically. And it's like, I don't want my daughter to see that film. And, you know, am I wrong? Do you believe in true love? Have you seen the movie Castaway with Tom Hanks? You know where he's stuck on an island?
Yeah, the one that he speaks to a volleyball ball.
Yeah, the volleyball ball. Remember at the end of the film when he comes back to the mainland and his wife is with a new man and she has a child and she decides to stay with him instead of going back to Tom Hanks. What do you think about her decision there? Do you think that was the right thing to do?
I mean, to be honest, like, I quite literally don't remember how long.
Well, I just told...
He
4
was-
4 years. 4 years. But she said, "I love you forever" in the beginning of the film. That's more than 4 years. Forever.
I mean, I wouldn't take that literal, but yeah, she's a bitch.
Oh, thank you. God. So many... Hey, have you seen the movie Castaway with Tom Hanks? You know, the one where he's stuck on an island? Wilson, I'm sorry. Have you seen that movie? Well, I was wondering if maybe I could describe to you the ending of the film, and perhaps we could see if we could reach a common ground, because a lot of people have a certain opinion that I personally disagree with.
What?
Have you seen... Do you know the movie Castaway? Tom Hanks?
I don't understand.
English?
No.
Spanish?
Yes.
Como se dice Tom Hanks?
Tom X.
Tom Hanks, yeah. Hey, what's up, bro? Have you seen the movie Castaway with Tom Hanks? You know, he's stuck on the island? Yeah. You know at the end of the movie, when he comes back and his wife leaves him for her husband and her child, do you think she made the right choice? Yeah, I mean, isn't that kind of fucked up? I mean, this poor guy's been on an island for 4 years. The only thing keeping him alive is the memory of his girlfriend's tits, and now he's back, and she's, you know, what even adds injury to insult is she actually has the balls to say, like, even run to him like she cares and say, "I will always love you," but then she goes back with her husband. It's kind of like, oh, wow, that's nice. Like, how can you ever trust and love after seeing the movie Castaway, right? And, wow, so you agree with me? Dude, that's awesome. I can't tell you how long I've been on here, and so many people have been saying, no, she made the right choice. She had a kid. Hey, have you seen Castaway with Tom Hanks?
Yep.
You know at the end of the film when he comes back after being stuck on the island for 4 years, and his wife is with another man, and she has a child, and she decides to stay with him instead of going back with Tom Hanks? What's your opinion of that decision?
I would have shot the bitch.
I would have... Dude. Hey, have you seen the movie Castaway with Tom Hanks? You know,
What?
have you seen the movie Castaway with Tom Hanks? You know he's stuck on the island.
Yeah.
You know at the end of that fucking
Yeah.
You know at the end of that fucking movie where he comes back and his girlfriend is now married and has a child, and she decides to stay with her husband instead of going back to Tom Hanks? What do you think about that?
Hey, Wilson.
Yeah.
Hey.
Did you hear my question?
Hey, Wilson.
Did you hear my question?
Yeah, what about his girlfriend? What happened about it?
No, I'm saying when he comes back, his girlfriend has a husband and a child, and she decides to stay with her husband instead of going back to Tom Hanks. Do you think she made the right choice?
Yeah.
Do you think she made the right choice?
Her or him?
What?
Her or him? Him for leaving the island, or for her not taking him back?
For her not taking him back.
Yeah, it depends on your point of view.
My point of view is love. She said, I love you forever, and now she doesn't give a fuck. You know, it's kind of fucked up, right?
Yeah, it is kind of fucked up. Hey, it happened to me once, but hey.
Oh, dude. I'm sorry, man. Were you stuck on an island? Hi, have you seen the movie Castaway with Tom Hanks? Castaway?
Bro, what?
Have you seen the movie Castaway with Tom Hanks? We know where he's on the island?
Of course I've seen that fucking movie.
Dude, you know at the end of that fucking movie where he comes back and his wife is with another... She has a new husband and she has a child, and she decides to stay with her husband instead of going back to Tom Hanks? Do you agree with that decision? Isn't that kind of fucked up?
Damn, nigga, why are you throwing that shit at me like that?
Because I just saw that movie the other day and it's fucking pissing me off. And everyone thinks like, oh, she made the right choice. She had a kid. I'm like, I don't give a fuck if she had 3 kids or, you know, and 5 dogs. You know, like she said, I love you forever, right? And this poor guy's been on an island, you know, eating coconuts and fucking monkeys for 4 years, and now he comes back and is, you know, the only thing keeping him alive is the memory of his girlfriend's tits, and now he's back and he can't even, you know what I mean?
Bro, you're telling me, bro. I mean,
you think she's a bitch, right?
You can't call her a bitch. Obviously.
Okay, that was extreme. Yeah, that was extreme. Yeah.
I mean, you can call her cunt.
Get out of town, bro.
I just said that for you know, like,
comedic effect.
Comedic effect, yeah.
Yeah, I laughed.
That's certainly the concept I was going for. That's great. But quite honestly, I mean, yeah, I mean, if you really want to take that shit to be like, if you really want to judge that shit on a serious level, I mean,
have you been hurt? I've been hurt. You know, like that's bullshit. You know, I hate that women can just say I love you 1 second and then the next day they're like, oh, you've been stuck on an island for 4 years? Bye bye. You know, it's like, whoa. You know.
I mean, that's you kind of gotta. I mean, like, I'm not a Jordan Peterson fan, right?
Okay.
But maybe he has something to say when it comes. I mean, like, in a sense, I mean, like, if you're like that island situation, right? I mean, like,
right.
Look, I've been in that situation.
You were on
like
an island for 4 years?
I wasn't on a fucking island, but I was in a fucking prison cell.
Did you have a volleyball named Wilson?
I might have had a fucking big black guy named Wilson. How about?
Oh, geez, man, that's way worse than the volleyball.
Not actually, but you see what I'm getting at.
Right. Absolutely. I'm sorry that happened. I'm not, you know, like, that would be freaking awful. How many years? 4 years?
Hell no.
Oh.
I didn't do no 4 years, man.
How long? Like,
fuck you think I did, man?
4 minutes? I don't know. You tell me, bro.
Nah. No, a year.
Okay. That's peanuts. But, I mean, it's tough. It's a prison, you know.
It's peanuts. It was peanuts, but it is exactly like, I mean, it's peanuts, but it's also.
Yeah, if there's a big black guy named Wilson,
it's like
that's not peanuts.
I mean, if there's a
that's
no. I mean,
like,
I mean that's
walnuts.
No, but I mean
that's walnuts and cashews.
No, but I mean, no. I mean, that's a good question. I mean,
no, seriously, because I'm here. You know, like when I say I love you, when I say that, I mean forever. Like in the afterlife.
No, I mean, no, certainly. I mean, like Tom Hanks has the right to be mad. I mean,
yeah,
that's without a doubt.
Yeah, I'm not. When I said she was a bitch, you know, that was me bumped up to 11. You know, that's obviously a joke. I have no problem with her finding other love. Me personally, I've gone like 2 months without having sex, and it's absolutely brutal. So like, I have no problem with her like seeking other people. But when I'm back, you know, like, and I've been fighting just to see you again, like, wouldn't you kind of throw me a bone? And like, you can see your kid every other weekend or something, you know, like, and if I was her husband, just putting myself in her shoes, I would say, whoa, that's the most beautiful love story I've ever seen. Like, I just met her at Kinko's. You know, like, that totally beats what I had. You know, I respect that, you know?
Look, I, I'm from Texas, so
Yeah. Oh, Texas is the shit, bro. I love Texas.
and I had a girlfriend from Texas, and I liked her very much. But I moved out of Texas. I moved to, this here in northern states, Massachusetts. I live in Massachusetts
Okay.
now. And
And so you're saying you dumped her?
I essentially dumped her, but she pretty much.
But did you love her? I mean, then you would say you didn't love her, like forever.
I guess I'll say it. I really did. In a sense, I suppose in an honest way, yeah, I guess I did.
Okay. So why did?
So I felt it. Wait, that's what you're saying you felt too, right?
Yeah, but I got dumped.
Yeah, but you actually you actually loved this bitch at one point in time.
Yeah, it was. Yes.
Yeah, same here, man. Yeah, I get it. Obviously, dude, that's just evolution. That's just evolution. That's just evolution in practice.
Well, don't you just? I would almost say that because you would agree that some people do. Like, for instance, my grandparents, they met when they were 13, and now they're 1,000, and they're still like together. So like they're gonna. That to me is like true love.
Sure.
So it does exist. So. I just don't think that this culture we live in, like where people are watching movies like Castaway, that are teaching women like, hey, if your husband dies and he comes back to life, forget him. It's kind of like that's a bad thing.
That's a little extreme if you're thinking that's an actual kind of lesson to be.
It's an Oscar. It's an Oscar-nominated film. Like it's known to be a famous.
Certainly it is an Oscar-nominated film. I'm not denying that, but I don't necessarily think that the objective of the film is for women to leave their husbands.
Well, I know. I'm not saying that's the objective of the film, but that's something that's a decision she makes, and that people will see. And some people, as I said, think that's
a decision she makes that essentially any rational woman would make.
So you're saying you agree with her?
No, you don't understand. The prospect in real. This is a movie, so of course we know Tom Hanks is going to come back. Come back
based on a true story.
In real life, people don't come back.
Oh, it's based on a true story.
No, it could be based on a true story. Fine. I'm not saying it's impossible. Surely it could. Surely, fine. It's based on a true story, but on average, people like that don't come back out of nowhere.
So that makes it right?
She was, dude. If you're, I'm gonna take her.
I'm not.
If you're gonna force me to take her aside, I will.
No. I hope I'm not being pushy. I just, I want you to be able to feel comfortable one day if you get stuck on an island for 4 years and you're married. That if you fought to see your wife again one day, to see her tits, that you could actually see them one day. I would want.
You sound like a troll, honestly.
I what?
You sound like a troll, quite frankly.
Like, what does that mean?
I'm pretty sure you know what it means.
Like a troll? Like I'm. Like Shrek?
Sure.
Okay, but so you're saying that. You know what I'm saying? Do you get what I'm saying at least? Like, I know you think I'm troll, but do you get where I'm coming from?
Of course, dude. I told you I did.
Right.
Even though you're trolling, I know you're trolling. I even.
Why would I go on ChatRoulette just to?
Dude, do you realize the fucking people on the? Do you realize that there's like a so-called like men's community?
What does that mean?
On the line, it's essentially like a terrorist organization, essentially.
Well, yeah, I'm not a terrorist.
I'm not implying you are a terrorist, but.
What? I agree that there's terrorist organizations. I'm not sure what that has to do with me.
Okay, let's backtrack, man. Backtrack. I mean, because I want to talk to you, obviously.
No, yeah, I mean, I think you're a really smart.
Interesting.
I think you're a really smart guy, and I think that we're no.
Well,
Come
sure,
on.
I guess.
Yeah, come on. I mean, look, you don't have to do 4 years at Harvard to be a smart guy. You know, like you've got life experiences, and you're you're very nice and open to a conversation, and you know,
Sure.
yeah. So, and I think that what you're saying is like you sympathize with Tom Hanks, but ultimately you. I just want to know where you're leaning.
I mean, I'm not saying I mean, dude, I'm Tom Hanks in this situation. Like I said, dude, like I know how it fucking feels. Like I mean, I don't have like to this day, to this very day, essentially, I will never have this knowledge, basically, about. And I don't necessarily want this knowledge, but I don't know if this knowledge exists, but I presume it does, basically, off just, you know what I mean? Like,
What knowledge? Of well, what